Welcome back to Nickname versus the World. On today, what is National Coming Out Day? Take the leap and come out of the closet and be proudly yourself, or get involved to help others and take this often scary, important step towards living authentically. Yesterday was actually the 10th, World Mental Health Awareness Day. I didn't make a video last week or yesterday. I took some time off, I think I'm allowed to do that, Anyway, but we're back and I've got some interesting stuff for you today. Hermes. What is Hermes? Or Hermeus, I should actually pronounce it properly, is a hypersonic passenger aircraft and propulsion system. And this company in the States is going to be bringing a Mark V capable engine to market, hopefully for 2023. And that is twice the speed of the Concorde, if you didn't know. Mark V is 3,836 miles per hour, or for people who live in kilometers like me, 6,173 kilometers per hour. That is a humongous amount of speed and a humongous amount of friction as well. Anyway, so Hermeus Hypersonic passenger aircraft and propulsion, Mark V. Now, some of the tenets of the company that are bringing this to the world, they want to own the development, test quickly, take calculated risks in the development of the program, and fast iteration. Now, they are based in Atlanta, Georgia. I've actually been there before. There's a lot of streets that are called Peachtree Street, Peachtree Ave, Peachtree Crescent, you name it. Peachtree is their thing. The main thing that these guys are focusing on at the moment is the engine platform, and the engine platform name is called Chimera. Now, Chimera is a mythological creature, fire-breathing, with parts of various animals. And I think that kind of works in with their idea of their engine that they're bringing to market, is a hypersonic engine based on a turbine-based combined cycle engine. And it's the engine to go into their test craft, which is called Quarter Horse. And this craft is autonomous, so there'll be no pilots in the testing phase of it. They will be obviously like a drone, setting it up, flying it, doing their thing. The main engine core is a GE, General Electric J8521 turbojet. So they're going to have some sections to this. The idea of the engine is that it's hypersonic, and that means that they have to have some components that come together. So they've bought an initial core, or a number of cores, for jet engines that are already in the market that people use and have a great success rate. Then they're going to add to it, or have been adding to it. So there'll be a pre-cooler section, the turbojet, and then a ram burner afterwards. So what happens when you're trying to go hypersonic is the velocity of air coming into the engine is so great that it can actually just blow out whatever is combusting in the turbojet engine section. You need to slow and cool that air down. So most of the time you'd see the Lockheed SR-71 Blackbird has these massive induction cones on the front of it. That's to help diffuse the shockwave of high velocity air going into it, slow it down, bring it to a combustible rate, and then out the back. But this will have a pre-cooler, turbojet, ram burner. And the idea for their engine platform is to go from New York to London in 90 minutes at 80,000 feet. So 90 minutes, that's pretty quick. Obviously, many of the hypersonic or supersonic engines, the shockwave from the passing the sound barrier, you can no longer fly at hypersonic speeds or supersonic speeds over land. You can only do it over the ocean because it's quite one hell of a boom to hear if you're on the land. So Quarter Horse is the platform, the test vehicle that they'll do all the flying in, and that is slated for 2023. An autonomous drone, essentially. It looks the part like a small fighter plane, and I'll put up a shot or two of it. It looks quite cool. It is still yet to fly, though. That's one thing I would like to see how it goes. Once, you can talk all you want about the latest technology, but unless it actually works, there's no point. It's a bit like Elon Musk talking about the next thing that he's going to have out. We'll probably have it next year. It'll probably be next year. So the plane and the engine, the idea is that it would take off from the ground, climb to cruising altitude, 80,000 to 90,000 feet, sustain Mark 5 cruise, descend, land, and repeat. Now, jet engines can do that pretty easily, that whole cycle. But a hypersonic or a supersonic isn't necessarily designed for that because it's neither perfect at one thing or the other in this case, because they want it to act like a jet to get it up. They want it to be hypersonic as it does its travel, and then they want it to be a jet again and land like a normal plane. Most hypersonic crafts that have been tested in the past have usually been rocket propulsion, and gosh, that goes back, to the 60s, 70s, with NASA and US government. Those planes, the wings were so small that they couldn't actually hold themselves aloft. They had to be going at high speed to stay aloft. This will then end up becoming a passenger vehicle, obviously, to fly from New York to London. And that's the desired result, but it's way off of that at the moment. The final plane for passengers will have no windows. It will be completely a metal structure on the outside. Glass windows and those sorts of things. I mean, the temperature might be about 2,000 degrees on the nose cone, and that's from the friction of air passing over it. Maybe on the sides of the body, 400, 500, 600 degrees. So windows aren't really a good thing, but they will have LEDs on the inside so that you can actually watch what's happening on the outside. I mean, if you really want to see. I suppose you want to. It's not the same really though, is it? It's like looking into a little wee computer or a little wee phone, watching someone talking about something. Oh dear. So yeah, to contend with the heat from the friction of air at hypersonic speeds, no windows. So I'll be looking out for them. Link in the description below for the Hermeus Hypersonic Passenger Aircraft and Propulsion. Nice wee website. They seem to be very people focused. They seem to be very dog focused too. They've got a lot of dogs in their kennel, shed, something like that. Next crazy story. Entitlement. Rich and powerful celebrities. I have seen a couple of celebrities who, I don't know, if I was in their position and I had the wealth and opportunity that they did, I wouldn't screw things up. And, I mean, what's his name? Kanye West. Where do I start with him? We've all heard and seen on the news of celebrities who go full dickhead. Ezra Miller, he's the one. He's the most interesting one at the moment, aka The Flash, yet to be released in 2023. He's also starred in Batman vs. Superman 2016 and Justice League 2017. Ezra Miller. So on August 8th, 2022, his most recent charge of felony burglary, breaking into his neighbour's property, an unoccupied dwelling at the time in Vermont, stealing bottles of alcohol from the home. He's also been in front of the police for petty crimes from drunk and disorderly, bad behaviour, way up to allegations of grooming young boys, unsubstantiated or haven't been followed through yet, obviously. Assault with a chair, he threw a chair at a lady, threatening a couple in their bedroom, and stealing a wallet and passport in Hawaii. And that's just a couple of the things that he's been doing. So, young guy, becomes a celebrity, has lots of money, considers himself to be a little bit rebellious and rebelling for what he feels are gendered issues as well, which is fine. But yeah, he's sort of taken it to the next step of, I've got this money, I've got this fame, I'm this guy, I can do pretty much what I want. And acting like a royal dickhead. So there are some people that have taken their celebrity and their wealth and done great things with it. One of them is not R. Kelly, obviously. R. Kelly didn't do very good with that one, did he? But money and power offers people the opportunity to either turn into the best person or the worst person possible. Arnold Schwarzenegger was a great athlete, an actor, and after all that, he still wanted to become governor for California. Like, here is somebody trying to do good things with his platform. Keanureeves still acts, has a motorcycle company, is a significant donor to cancer research charities and children's hospitals. Dave Chappelle, although you might not like what he talks about from time to time on gender issues, has donated to the Buffalo supermarket shooting victims. There was 10 people in that. Proceeds from the proceeds of his show. Donated $50,000 to Flint, Michigan water crisis. Donations to schools and other initiatives. And he hasn't raped, murdered, or assaulted anyone in the process. Well, he did hit one guy who stormed the stage while he was doing a show. I could probably see the argue of self-defense for that one. What did Bill Cosby do? No one cares because Bill Cosby turned out to be a rapist. So, fame, wealth, and opportunity, and how people use or abuse that. Some people go the right way with it, or some people go the complete opposite way. Money will allow you to become super nice or a super piece of shit, and a bit rapey too. What is to be learned from that? If you get rich and wealthy and famous, don't be a dick. Don't be that person. Like, how hard is it to be a nice person and not do shitty things to other people? Kind of like people who tailgate. Anyone who tailgates, like the person who tailgated me today, I hope that you have catastrophic engine failure and your car doesn't work anymore and you can no longer tailgate anyone because you are a royal pain in the backside of my car. So yeah, on National Coming Out Day, thank you very much for listening or watching. Come back, watch some more episodes, check out some of the other ones that I've done as well, and I'll catch you on the next one.